Kevin. Awesome C8 speech. You have great content. This is the perfect topic, especially for college students, right? Who do you love? Internet. But in the beginning, you really got me hooked. I thought that Kevin was finally going to come out and tell us which special girl, which special boy that he was really attracted to. But in the end, no. You just told us about the internet. So that was a very special way to start. You moved on, and as your story progressed, as your story evolved, we found out that you were opening up the tip of an iceberg to show us the bottom and to tell us about a more important problem, the more serious problem today of our addiction to the internet. So it's very well chosen content. Next, moving on to your gestures. You had a variety of good gestures in your speech. You did this for typing on the computer, this for something important, and you did this 2 times. And you were thinking about what you were going to say next, right? So you had really good gestures. Okay, moving on. Okay, for your grammar, I was pretty impressed. The majority of your sentences and your entire flow, right? I couldn't find many grammar errors, so I think that you probably sent this essay to, well, an English teacher to grade, right? Is that true?
Yes, yes.
Okay, it's true, right?
So English teacher who get 120 on his TOEFL IBT.
Okay. So the majority was correct, but still you made a few small mistakes, especially when you're finding a term. You said that people eat a lot and then they become obese, right? But instead you said obedient. You said obedient. So you made a few mistakes, but that's all right because we could go with the flow of your speech. I could understand everything. Okay, now for some suggestions. We know that your speech is already very good, but now what can we do to make it even better, right? The first thing is you tend to walk around a lot. Walking from here to there, and from there back again, but it's good in some ways, but sometimes when you can't slow down, when you can't root yourself in one spot with a good posture, right? It makes us lose our attention. So you like to stand in one place and you move around like this, like that. It's cute, but right now you're trying to deliver a point. And if you stand rooted on one spot and you look every member of your audience in the eye, that is one way how you can deliver a message and make sure that everyone understands this message. Okay, for another suggestion. For your visual aids, after all, your C8 is about visual aids. You had very plentiful and very, well, representative visual aids. You showed us pictures, you showed us graphs, you showed us a lot of content. However, it's too much. The thing is, the more you use visual aids, the more people will look at the screen instead of looking at you. But you are the speaker. You are the true focus of the speech. So here's my suggestion. Since I wouldn't cut off any of that wonderful content, I would put black, entirely black slides in between each slide. So it'll be one slide with content, one slide black, one slide with content, one slide black. And during those black slides, people will automatically look at you. Do you know who else uses this technique? Steve Jobs. Yeah. Some of you have heard of this before. So it's a way to make the audience focus back on the speaker, the real focus of the speech. For the last point is, you gave us a very good idea, a very serious problem that you have integrated. However, we're more curious to know what this great idea means to you. So have you experienced this addiction? Have you found ways to overcome these problems? When you add your personal elements in the story, it's like you're not just making a soup, you're not just making a meal. You're making your own meal, you're making your own soup. You're adding your own spices into that soup to make something that's general, specific, to make something that's broad, personal. When your speech is personal, it's what truly resonates with everyone down in the audience. So with these 3 suggestions, I believe that your speech, your C8 speech, can be even better. But in terms of fulfilling the goal of your speech, to use visual aids, from your experiences as a master's student, as a TA, I know that you're really good at this. So here's one more suggestion. Next time, maybe you can try bringing out something physical, something for people to look at. These aren't as distracting as a PowerPoint. But sometimes you bring out something from your own life. Like maybe your diary about how every day you use the internet every day. Or maybe your storybook, or maybe your own computer. See that you use it over 144 hours a month. We can know that maybe you truly experience this for yourself. So with these tips, I'm sure that your speech can be even better. But for today, you already had a great speech. So let's give a round of applause, not for me, but for Kevin.